Mercy. An act of compassion from the benevolent hearts to those in need. The call to extend hands and connect hearts led to the birth of a humanitarian initiative, Mercy Relief, a humanitarian vehicle which offers comfort and aid to those whose lives have been marred and scarred by the scourge of wars or natural disasters.
It's especially heartening to know that at a time when many are tightening their belts and bracing themselves for an uncertain future, one group of Singaporeans has been selflessly engaging in humanitarian work. Mercy Relief has played its part in bringing out the kindness of Singaporeans.
Officially launched as an independent charitable non-governmental organization by then Deputy Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong in September 2003, Mercy Relief is Singapore's homegrown and people-initiated humanitarian relief agency, established with the aim of promoting a civic life of compassion, care, and volunteerism to help those in need, regardless of country, culture, or creed.
A good humanitarian organization requires a number of things. One is a team of executives who have the acumen, the dedication for humanitarian work, people who are sensitive yet objective. Second thing you need is a good pool of volunteers who have different skill sets which will meet the different circumstances that we will face. And third, of course, the most important item is a good flow of funding to support the programs. We have done well in the past in the areas of disaster work, but moving forward, we also have to look at what we're going to do in peacetime. And what we're looking at is development programs focusing on uplifting rural communities which are poverty-stricken and where there are basic needs that are not being met.
Disaster relief is one of the two-pronged objectives of Mercy Relief. With the right strategy of partnering with local and international organizations, it was made possible for Mercy Relief to deliver aid in timely and effective manner. To date, Mercy Relief has touched the lives and hearts in more than 16 countries in the Asian region. Relief programs ranging from education, medical, food, shelter, water, sanitation, and income generation were provided at the various locations. On 26 December 2004, the world saw the most devastating and largest catastrophe in modern times. The sheer enormity of impact of the Indian Ocean tsunami required every available option to be used, including the unprecedented major deployment of foreign military assets. Mercy Relief sent 17 relief teams of medical personnel and volunteers to Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and Thailand to support local relief efforts. More than 1,000 tons of relief supplies were dispatched to the affected locations, and close to $8 million was spent on 10 reconstruction projects, which stretched over 4 years. As a young and small outfit with a vast area of coverage, Mercy Relief depends largely on its rising numbers of volunteers to support its growing regional operations. Thousands of volunteers have come together to provide logistical and administrative support during major crises. Indeed, the humanitarian platform has been a unifying factor for people of all races, religions, and walks of lives to come together under the banner of Mercy Relief in an effort to preserve the sanctity of humanity. For the many volunteers taking part in Mercy Relief's programs, their involvement was a life-altering experience, as valuable lessons were learnt along the way.
Well, the day when I stepped into Lowland Road where Mercy Relief was doing the project for the tsunami, I actually planned to bring some donation to Lowland Road and planned to volunteer there for just one day. But when I reached there, I saw the thousands of volunteers. They were tired yet warm. They all touched me deeply. So I decided to stay on to feed them. Not just feeding one person, but 1,000 of them.
The strong and continued support from the public, social institutions and corporations have allowed Mercy Relief to respond promptly and effectively to other major disasters, such as the South Asian earthquake in 2005, the Yogyakarta earthquake in 2006, and the twin disasters of the Wenchuan earthquake in China and Cyclone Nargis in Myanmar, which struck within 10 days of each other in 2008. Donors' confidence have grown over the years and is largely due to Mercy Relief's modus operandi, which is to personally deliver aid to the victims and having its own personnel to manage rebuilding and development projects at the affected areas. Its approach of influencing instead of imposing on the local communities have also established significant goodwill, trust, and confidence with the beneficiaries and partners. For its untiring efforts to uplift the lives of those in the region, Mercy Relief received numerous acknowledgements and awards, including the Cambodian Prime Minister's Office Gold Community Service Award and the Singapore International Foundation Award.
A key challenge facing the regional humanitarian community is one of resources. We have people who are passionate, people who are trained, and more importantly, people who are ready and willing to sacrifice their time to help those in need. One important lesson that we have learned from previous relief operations is the need for us to complement our resources and our capabilities with other relief agencies. This way, we can optimize our strength and ensure that our resources are well deployed. For example, we channel our funds effectively to where the need is needed most.
Moving on, Mercy Relief is committed to continue responding swiftly to acute disaster crises, and in tandem, strive to establish a coalition of like-minded NGOs to respond collectively in major disasters, such as to enhance response capacity and avoid duplication of resources. Mercy Relief is also expanding on its developmental programs in the countries which it is currently helping. It has already embarked on longer-term development projects in rural areas to tackle the root causes of extreme poverty, focusing on basic education, healthcare, water and sanitation, and sustainable livelihoods. Such sustainable programs, however, require a huge amount of stamina and resources.
Share our efforts, share our energies, and even bring along friends who would be interested in this idea of peace, caring for another human person, so that we can gradually start small, but eventually get the message across to people that peace, harmony, and unity is important.
You've just gotten a glimpse of the pain and hope surrounding the work of Mercy Relief. Let's not be passive bystanders to the crisis around us. Every one of us can give our time, money, or energy to cushion the pains of the innocent victims of disasters. Join me, Lim Kay Tong, in support of Mercy Relief's humanitarian cause. It's about extending hands and connecting hearts.